Do you have anything to say about tattoos?
I love tattoos.
Yeah.
I want to get covered in tattoos everywhere.
Why?
Because it's beautiful.
You're beautiful.
No, I'm not saying that.
Tattoo is a form of expression. Everyone can get them for, some people may get them for art, while some people may get them in memory or to stand for something, some significant person or event in their life. Some of my tattoos are for individuality, while others are just for fun, for art. I didn't actually originally want to get tattoos. It wasn't until I got into a really bad motorcycle accident that left scars on my body that made it not a possibility to join government-related agencies such as CIA. So
I didn't know that.
yeah, after that I felt like if I have scars and injuries, there's no reason not to get tattoos anymore, because therefore it's not affecting my job. I can be tatted from the neck down and still look good in a lab coat. I got hit on a motor. I was riding my motorcycle after work one night, and someone stopped in front of me at a stoplight, Cresthaven and Military. They just pulled out and stopped, and it was either that they were gonna make a right or a left, and basically it was indeterminate, and it was either jump off my bike or collide, and I collided at the back of the bike, and my leg was severed from everything below the knee. I was supposed to lose my leg, but they were able to fix the arteries and veins running to my foot, and when a pulse was restored to my foot after a week, they decided that they could save the leg. And after a lot of grafting and scarring, a lot of tissue loss, a lot of nerve damage, a steel rod was put in, it's still there. Now it's fixed and I can walk on it, but I have lasting nerve damage, so it's very painful. And I have my Band-Aid there, it's just gotta get over things and scrape knees. But really it's just a joke that, pain is not gonna be every day of my life. Because I screwed up my leg. It wasn't my fault, but if people can see that I got the Band-Aid on the leg, then they might not. I might just think of it humorously. I don't know. It's kind of a joke of myself.
Why did you get your tattoo?
Because I like how tattoos look, and they all have some form of like significance. Like the first real tattoo I got, tattoo I got was just like a little tiny thing. But that, the Sublime, I got that because the first time I tripped on mushrooms, I had a white Sublime shirt. It was at my own house, like just in my room, like fucking. And so I went to the mirror, and it just like, I don't know, I just loved how it looked. I thought it looked like beautiful or whatever, like, and it was like moving all around, and it was really vivid. I was gonna get it on my forearm first, but I don't know, it seemed a little much, so I just put it on my lower leg.
Why do you think people get tattoos? In general?
I think it's like a security blanket for some people, and for some people they have like a deeper meaning to it, and it's not all just fun and games.
I think people get tattoos because, well, for me, tattoos, they feel good at one point. Sometimes it's with, what's going on with their life or what they're doing at a certain time, or, it could be, kids nowadays going with the music they listening to, want to be somebody, whatever. But as for me, it was actually like a little phase I was going through, a little partying, a lot of alcohol, whatever, drugs, all that. I got the tattoo because it's a reminder of me, the phase that I went through. A lot of nights of not sleeping, parents being upset late at night, But yeah, they get tattoos because it's a thing now, I guess. On this side is a NRG, which is short for energy. And on this side is BOK, of course it's black. Energy black, well, that really states a higher form of me. Like I send out a lot of energy around, and a lot of people, get touched by the energy, and now, they're no longer as, sad or whatever. Basically around me, I have a lot of energy that exposes everywhere, and that's basically the reason behind my tattoos. Energy black.
So
energy.
if you put your fists together, do you turn into a superhero?
Well, I used to, but sometimes I just like being me nowadays. You know what I'm saying? Energy black sometimes comes back, usually in the summer, but as for now, I don't got no people to say. People to give energy to, or like that.
I think people get tattoos to express themselves or, show something more. I think people get tattoos because they're not happy with the way their body is. I don't know, maybe.
Like decoration in a way?
Decoration. Yeah, or to like impress others. I think that there's a couple of my tattoos I got for the people around me instead of for myself, and I'm kind of bummed about that. Like if you look at this tattoo here, you see it as a skateboard, but when I look at it, it's a fucking frowny face. This is for you, it's not for me. I wish it was the other way, but it's not. So that sucks. I'd like to get the rest of my tattoos for myself and kind of wait, I guess, before I get another tattoo. Something that, I don't know, I guess, just be in a place where I'm not trying to impress others. Because what's the point? No one really cares anyways.
So what do your tattoos mean to you?
Nothing. Kind of forget I have them for the most part. My favorite tattoo is this though.
Why is that your favorite tattoo?
No reason. I like it. I wasn't under the influence of any drugs, and it kind of looks like I would be, or like I won the lottery or something, but I just got it because I liked the way it looked. So it's more for me than for you. Fuck you guys.
Why do you think people get tattoos?
I think for emotional reasons. Like a lot of times they, maybe because they want to appear a certain way, like we all dress a certain way to show the outside world something about us. And I think people get tattoos because that's the image that they want to portray. And sometimes I think they get it with a friend, or they get their children's names on their ring finger or something like this. So I think a lot of times, sometimes it's image, sometimes it's a personal, emotional thing that makes them want to document that. Sometimes it's just plain stupid, like when they get their boyfriend's name tattooed across their chest and then later have to have that removed. But I do think because it is permanent, something to think about. It hurts like hell to get it removed, that's for sure. I mean, that's an understatement. And it's also very, very expensive to do. I have 2 tattoos, and one of them is a rainbow, sunshine, and clouds. I got it with my sisters on my youngest sister's 18th birthday. We were in an Indian princess's tribe as kids. My dad was the chief of our tribe. He was Chief Thundercloud. It was kind of like Girl Scouts or Boy Scouts or something, where it was dads and daughters. We had a huge tribe in Chicago. This was a really big deal. We had like 150 people in our group. And every month we went camping and we did treasure hunts, and you got to wear this like Indian headband and vest with patches and little feathers, and you got a bead for your necklace that was a stone every time you did another volunteer good deed or whatever. And I was, my dad was Chief Thundercloud, and I was Little Rainbow. My sister was, Christina was Little White Cloud, and my sister Lisa was Baby Sunshine. And so when we got our tattoos, that's what we got. My dad would never get a tattoo, so he does not have Chief Thundercloud tattooed anywhere, but he still has a very large headdress that he keeps. The other tattoo I got when I turned 18. I went to Washington, D.C. I just had a breakup, and I think I just wanted to do something new. And one of my girlfriends was with me, and we just got a tattoo of, it's a half moon, half sun. It's not really symbolic of anything, it's just completely random. I don't know that I care one way or another about still having them. They're just there, and it is what it is. I see people, like, I remember my grandmother had a tattoo, and she always joked that it started up high on her arm, and by the time I saw it, it was down by her wrist. So that's something to think about too, especially the belly tattoos for women with pregnancies and the other things that we do. You know, I think it's changed a lot too, what people think about tattoos. Like in my grandmother's day, she was a real rebel. She was like a trucker lady or something, and she was hardcore. But now I do think, in some perspectives, especially with younger people, it's kind of more normalized. It's not as rebellious.
I think people get tattoos because, well, nowadays in our generation, I think it's more of a fashion statement than anything. But for me personally, I get them because I love them, and they're things that I feel passionately about, and things that I want with me forever, even when I'm not on this earth anymore. They've become a part of me, so I kind of don't even notice them a lot. They're like my jewelry, and I can walk around with them, and I guess I probably define my tattoos. They don't define me. I have 9 tattoos, and each of them means something different. I'm gonna say probably like 7 out of the 9 have religious connotation to them, or spiritual. I wouldn't say so much religious, but and some of the other ones are just kind of like things that I really liked, pieces of art that I got on me. Like the one on my arm is an Andy Warhol illustration, and the other ones are pretty much like music lyrics that I took from songs and just made into pieces of art. Okay, well this one right here
is an open mouth with waves and a ship coming out of it, and I designed it myself. And it has to do with the song Play Crack the Sky by Brand New. And I took specific lyrics. Your tongue is a rudder that steers the whole ship, sends your words past your lips, or keeps them safe behind your teeth. And obviously I interpret that with the ship coming out of the mouth and everything. And to me, it's obviously a verse in the Bible. But to me, it's just like, think before you speak, because once you say things, you can't take them back. And I'm a very strong believer in thinking before you speak and stuff like that.
I think everybody gets tattoos for different reasons, and I think some people are just stupid and get them for no reason, but there are those who get them because they specifically mean something.
Hopefully it's just for self-expression, the reason why people get tattoos. Some of them probably get them for stupid reasons too.
I got my tattoos, both were extremely impulsive. I took a trip to Salem, Massachusetts with my mom and her friend, and we saw a tattoo place called Witch City, and we were like, you know what? Let's make a memory and get a tattoo. We have no idea where we're going to get, but we're going to get it. And we got an Om symbol, all of us, so it's pretty fantastic.
My tattoos, the reason why I got them, they were all planned. They were very meticulously planned. The first one on my back, my mom drew out. I actually begged her, because at first she did not want me to get any tattoos. She was against it the entire time. And I begged her and pleaded. So she drew out the first tattoo I ever got. And the other two are for my profession, which I'm a pastry chef. So I have a whisk and a cupcake.
I wish I had more tattoos. I wish I had money to get more tattoos. I don't understand how kids my age have a lot of tattoos with the no money that they have, because I want to learn how to make that happen. I think, you know, when you get a tattoo, it's like you're a canvas, you're putting it on you. I think that there could be a lot of meaning and spiritual meanings in tattoos depending on what you get and how you feel about it. Everybody is going to look at your tattoos and have their own opinions and ideas about what it is and why you have it, and maybe they'll find it spiritual and it's really not. I mean, I plan on getting quite a few more tattoos, but there's one that I wish was my first tattoo. And my biological dad has a cross tattoo on his forearm on the left side, and it has a rose in the middle with vines coming out, and he is a junkie. He's in and out of my life. I never see him. When I was 16, he found a matching necklace to that tattoo, and I have wanted that tattoo forever, and I cannot wait until I have money to actually get that tattoo.
The reason why I got the cupcake with the 13 candles on it is because A, I'm a pastry chef, and B, 13 is a baker's dozen, and 13 is also a lucky day to get a tattoo on Friday the 13th. So I got my tattoo on Friday the 13th for a baker's dozen.
think that people can get tattoos for a couple of reasons, some being decorative, while others something more personal with a underlining meaning, something that traces back to an emotional time, a footnote in their history, a lesson on their path. So when you look at tattoos like that, it becomes like this, you're part of this sacred comic book, and you are the canvas itself. So it kind of puts you right in there with your expression. I mean, even to allow yourself to be inked and know that that's going to be on you for the rest of your life, and with how the judgment is on people that have tattoos, especially people who have it like on their places like their neck and face and stuff like that. The trouble that it is for them to get certain jobs. And I mean, I got tattoos on my forearms, even knowing that it was going to be trouble for me to get jobs, or that people were, going to judge me a certain way. But fuck it, it's my body and it's not yours, and there's not much to it after that. All around the world, I mean, tattoos were seen as symbols of power, included in rites of initiation, to guide and preserve the whatever teaching, knowledge, blessing it is that symbol holds, or even the experience of getting the tattoo, which is very painful. That's could be part of some sort of initiatory practice for many people, as we go into these different chapters of our life. My tattoos, to me, mean many things. They can mean little footnotes in my history in this life, symbols of power and protection, even portals of experience. It's just good to look back on. Some things I need to be reminded of on a daily, constant basis. And I feel like some tattoos are just gotten in the moment, you know what I mean? Just whatever, shits and giggles, or it was a good idea at the time. One day that'll have its own little story too, so. That was a pretty arrogant idea, to get it down my spine for my 4th tattoo. It was unlike any other experience I'd ever feel, like, even aside from tattoos and stuff like that. It was just sheer agony, but it has its awesome little story to it too. At the time, I was really delving into Kundalini yoga and a lot of the left hand paths that are found in spirituality, particularly the forbidden knowledge. It is the Kundalini, which is pictured in Kundalini yoga as a snake that rises through your energy channels, and it is the actualized fire, transformative fire, that allows you to see and experience, view yourself in the higher reality that is our existence. But the process of divination is very painful, and so was the tattoo. It took 4 hours, and after 2 I was in shock, and it was definitely some sort of initiation into how much fucking pain I thought I could handle. It was a fucking crazy time in my life. And
so what do you see when you see that tattoo?
I see death and rebirth, like a snake that sheds off its own skin,
Tito, ven y traduce para mí.
What?
Ven, traduce para mí.
Traduce, ¿no?
Sí, yo no me va a salir lo que yo quiero decir. No lo quiero decir mal. Dale, tú traduce para mí.
Alright, so why do you think people get tattoos?
¿Por qué tú crees que la gente coge tatuajes?
Okay, the people, la gente coge tattoo aquí y no sé. ¿Tú sabes lo que va a decir? Here, I don't know. But for me, I get it because in my country, Cuba, of course, if you have a tattoo, you are not good. And I want to demonstrate it to everyone. It's no different. If you have 3, you have 4 or 5 or 6, you are the same people. They don't have it, no one.